Hey boys and girls, what time is it? Well, it's Tesla Model Y time. And today what we're going to start off with is this little box right here. That's called the PDC, which actually means Power Distribution Center. It's similar to what we have on the Model 3. The only difference is it's in the center like what's on the Model 3, but most people are putting it to one side or another because they have boxes with fuses. And as most people know, there are no fuses in the Tesla Y or Model 3. They have a kind of electronic circuit breaker. So the deal here is by putting it in the center, we can shorten the amount of heavy wires that we have to bring into the PDC. And we can also make it so that it's simpler for build. Now, some people are going to say, "Oh, well, it's got all this other stuff in front of it, the compressor and all the other stuff that's in there." But I'm going to tell you flat that virtually nothing is going to happen to this because there's no fuses inside. No one's going to be taking it apart. It's basically a self-curing kind of an arrangement. It self-cures with software. So there's no reason for anyone to get at it, and so burying it, making it serviceable, I should say, would cause it to be probably have lower quality. So let's find out where all this stuff works and where it all comes from. So let's go back here. You can see the orange cables there where the main power comes in. Inside here is where all the magic happens. We haven't gotten to the electronics bay yet, but this is where the magic is, and this is where the DC-DC converter is. So inside here, power is changed to different voltages. Now, coming out of this box is this red wire, and you're going to see how it follows along the sill up the sill and into the bay. And then if we come around here, you can see where it starts to crawl inside of the PDC. And if you have a look, you'll also see that there's another red wire, this one here, and that is that's the connection, the hot connection for the 12-volt battery. And here's the ground. So, so why do we have this? Well, the reason is basically because there's no alternator in here. Something has to keep things charged and whatnot. So I have to have a bunch of different voltages inside this car. Sometimes it's 400 volts, sometimes it's only 12 volts, sometimes it's less than that. So the DC-DC converter back there and the PDC, the power distribution center, they kind of they take the place of the alternator and all the other electronic devices that would need to be in place for this module to work and for us to get power distribution where we need it. Now, right now it's running on 12 volts, and that's fine, I guess. But if we have a look at this connector right here, we can see that those are 12-volt connectors. And a 12-volt connector means that you've got fairly heavy kind of wires. I don't know why we've got those wires, or we're still playing around with 12-volt, but I know that many years ago when I worked at Ford, we were trying to get Ford to go to 48 volts, but we couldn't make it happen. I think that maybe it'd be a good idea if we could try and figure out, or Tesla could try and figure out, how to make this vehicle bring it down to 48 volts, or bring it up to 48 volts. So we would have to have less amperage, and these wires then would be about half the diameter that they are now. That would bring down the cost and the weight. So let's now have a look at this product right here. This is the magic box that eventually will get you to automatic driving. This is version 3 of their mechanical design. We've been looking at this a little bit, and there's a couple of things that we'd like to show you. Number one, let's have a look at this edge right here. These connectors are from they're from the cameras. They're called Parka Connectors. And these connectors are kind of important if you want the imagery and whatnot and the radar to get into this box to be managed by the electronics inside here. Over here, you've got three connectors that you might recognize. So you've got HDMI, the bigger one, USB-C, and Ethernet. So these three right here. Those are the connectors that you're probably going to be using for CAN bus and basically the control logic that would be generated by this box to run the ADAS or the advanced driving assistance system. Now up here is some bluish looking stuff. That's coolant, and these things get wicked hot and you have to cool them down. So remember, we talked a little bit about the coolant the other day, and we're going to talk about it a little bit further when we get to the what do you call it, radiator. But in essence, what these are doing is they're coming off of a header line that's quite a bit bigger than this is, and then they go to a splitter. And that splitter brings the juice in here, if you like, and it either heats it up or cools it down, depending on what the situation is needed by the ADAS unit itself. These products, or this arrangement, is quite different than everyone else's. We're very kind of impressed by this. So today we're just looking at these two little electronic boxes, and we appreciate your feedback. Anything you want to ask us about would be great for this. But let's go over here for a second and talk to you a little bit about what's going on. I should have washed my hands. But anyway, let's go on over here. So first off, we've got these two components here, and they were bought off of our website. One was by Kenrick March, and the other one by Michael Thomas. And so they're being shipped out today, or maybe tomorrow morning, I'm not sure which, but they're going out pretty soon. And people have asked us, do we have other things that we could sell? Actually, not asking us, they're telling us we should be selling stuff. So, so anyway, I'm not sure what these things are going to go for, but this is my favorite book. It's kind of a cool thing because, in essence, it gives you a few of the things that we use all the time when we're talking about how to design products and whatnot. And I don't know, it fits in my pocket. I like using this when I'm not using electronics. That's my favorite book. My second favorite book is this one here, and that's when I do evaluations of companies and whatnot. And the reason for that is because it's big enough, and it comes with this pen in here. And usually if I'm using this thing, I can keep my notes, and I can also keep it tight. So we also have this is my favorite kind of pen, actually. I like everything about this, but the thing I like the most is probably this. It has a light, so that's kind of cool. And then we have this is a thumb drive with carbon fiber. We're kind of big on that. These are other thumb drives. This is a carbon fiber money clips, and then we got bronze money clips, and then we have these catalogs, which are whatever's that we didn't give out because everything went to hell in a handbasket. So anyway, the last thing I want to talk about is we've had some interest in the tables, and so we've decided that rather than put a price on them, we're going to just auction them off. So we have this type of table here where you can put 4 chairs around it. And then we have this other one that we can make up. And this one here is a high top. So like I said before, your high top for your man cave or something like that. So anyway, that's it. We'll be back to you shortly. Don't forget, those that are helping out, either give the store whatever they call these things, money credit card or whatever. And if it's a small store, just hand that cashier a little something to say thank you for risking her life. Anyway, thanks a lot, everybody, and we'll see you next time.